Welcome back. I'm Dr. Joanette, and today we are creating another healthy recipe. I'm an ER doctor, and I've been one for over 30 years. I see every day in the ER what happens when we eat on a consistent basis a diet high in sugar as well as ultra-processed foods. And this is also personal because I grew up in a blue zone. I can't help but contrast the modern Western diet with the diet that I grew up, a diet that was consisted primarily of whole foods. Today, I've taken what was a typical breakfast growing up, given it a modern twist, and turned it into a blue zone breakfast bar. So let's get cooking. To get started, we are going to start with some dried cherries. Fruit was always a part of breakfast growing up, and some toasted oats. We didn't eat toasted oats, we ate oatmeal. We cooked them. My mom cooked them, big kettle of oatmeal every morning for breakfast, and we had oatmeal and fruit. I'm gonna do something a little different though. We're not cooking anything today. This is a granola bar. It's a raw granola bar. We are going to use a blender, and we're gonna use that to blend up a lot of these ingredients. I'm gonna start by blending these dried cherries. And they make a very sticky paste. But what we're gonna do, we're now going to add about half of these. This is a cup of toasted oats, about half of it, to the cherries. And what it's gonna do is it's gonna incorporate with the cherries, and they're gonna form like little gems of cherries throughout the oats. I'm just pulsing it here. Looking good. That looks great. Now, instead of that sticky cherry, you've got nice crumbly oats with dried cherries. And we're gonna put those right into our mixing bowl here. You can see how nice and crumbly they are. Yeah, there's a couple of pieces there still kind of stuck together, but we can do something about that. We're gonna add the rest of our oats, and then I'm gonna just kind of take and crumble them into those cherries. I like to play with my food as I was a kid growing up. Loved cooking with my fingers. But if you're gonna cook with your fingers, make sure you wash them ahead of time. To that, we're adding a half a cup of almond flour. This is a gluten-free recipe, by the way. And to that, we are going to add a half of a cup of unsweetened. And by the way, the cherries were also unsweetened. No added refined sugar here. We are using some honey, so there is some sugar, natural sugar, but no added refined sugar in this recipe. And now we want to chop up some nuts. We're gonna chop up a half a cup of pecans. You can use walnuts. I quite often use walnuts, but I didn't have any walnuts today, so I'm using pecans. I don't know, do you say pecans or do you say pecans? There's always a debate in our house about whether you should say pecans or pecans. Drop in the comments below what you use. Or what you say, how you pronounce that nut. All right, you don't want them chopped super fine. You want them kind of coarsely chopped there. That's looking pretty good. And we're gonna add that to our bowl. And we're gonna do the same for the almonds, except for instead of using a knife, I am going to use my favorite chopping tool. Scroll down if you're interested in figuring out where you can get this cool little chopping tool. And we'll chop up the rest of those. See how quick those chop up? Love this for chopping. When you're in a rush, nothing beats this little chopper. Into our bowl those go. Let's stir it all together. And now we're going to add some of the liquid. We're starting with peanut butter. You could use almond butter. I quite often do use almond butter, but today I have peanut butter. Growing up, we always made peanut butter. My mom didn't really make much in the way of nut butters, but I love the different nut butters as well as seed butters. Sunflower butter, pumpkin seed butter, almond butter, yum. And to that, we're adding about 3 tablespoons of honey. I just kind of guesstimate. Are you one of those cooks that likes to just measure everything precisely? And the one thing I do measure precisely is when I am using flour. especially if I'm baking something with flour, I will scale it. That's precise. I use that precise, but a lot of my ingredients, I just kind of guesstimate. We want to add a pinch of salt to that. Salt always helps things taste, even the sweeter things, it helps them taste better. And also 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. All of these things mixed together is going to help these bars stick together. And mix that all in. If you find that your coconut oil isn't melted, today it's nice and warm in the kitchen, so my coconut oil is nicely melted. But if it isn't, and also if your peanut butter, I like to make a kind of a sloppy peanut butter, and if your peanut butter isn't a sloppy peanut butter and you find that this mixture is pretty thick, then what you want to do is just pop it in the microwave for about 20 seconds and melt it all up so it's nice. You want it nice and runny, just like you see here. And now that is all. Oh, one more thing here. I like to add a little bit of vanilla to this. Little extra flavor, deliciousness. About a teaspoon is perfect. Stir that in and get that all added right into our dry ingredients. Let's mix that together. And you want it to be pretty sticky, actually. If it isn't fairly sticky, when it cools down, what we're gonna do is we're gonna chill it in the fridge. When it chills and then you go to cut it, it ends up being pretty crumbly. This is one of those breakfast bars that you do want to keep in the fridge, because when it heats up at room temperature, it does get a little on the soft and sticky side. So best kept in the fridge and eaten straight out of the fridge. Let's get that in our pan here. I have an 8 by 8 inch pan. If you like your bars thicker, you could do a little smaller pan. And to help get those bars out of the pan, because they are relatively sticky, you want to put a little parchment sling in the bottom of the pan there. Get that all in, get all that deliciousness off our spoon. So our Blue Zone breakfast this is kind of it in a bar. Oats, fruit, nuts, honey, and the protein's always important for breakfast. A lot of times we'd have eggs, no eggs in this, of course, or tofu. My mom would scramble up tofu. And our protein in this one is our nuts as well as our peanut butter, or if you use almond butter. And we've got that all pressed down pretty good. And we're gonna pop that in the fridge and let that chill up real well before we cut it into bars. The last thing we're gonna do to these bars is I like a little bit of chocolate chips. Chocolate chips wasn't on the breakfast menu growing up, but I like the chocolate chips in this breakfast bar. These are sugar-free chocolate chips. You can get them if you scroll down to the description below. You'll find a link there that'll take you out to where you can purchase the chocolate chips. I get a little very small commission from anything you purchase from the links. And thank you for supporting the channel. It means a lot to me. Also, thank you for subscribing, liking this video. And I think we got chocolate chips in there. I'm gonna press them down pretty good so that they kind of get stuck into your bar, but not so hard that you end up deforming the bars. Okay, looks good. Let's get that in the fridge. We're gonna let that chill about 30, 45 minutes at the minimum. You can let it chill overnight or several hours, but a minimum is kind of about 35, 40 minutes. Our Blue Zone breakfast bars have been chilling now for about 30 minutes. So let's go ahead and get them out and give them a try. This is what I love about that parchment sling. They lift out so great. And let's just cut them up into some nice bars. And I'm gonna cut them into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 18 bars here, I think. And let's give one a try. Can't wait. Beautiful, nice looking, delicious, healthy breakfast bar. So much better than one of the ones that you would buy in the store. Made with real food that your grandma would recognize. Delicious, good for you. And here's the really great thing. It'll keep you fueled all morning long if you eat a couple of these for breakfast. For the full recipe, go to my website, growwithdrjoanette.com. Thank you for clicking that like button as well as subscribing. And we'll see you next time on the Dr. Joanette channel for another healthy longevity recipe. One more bite. These are so good.